So this is an algae, different algae, spirulina and chlorella, and it's got other things in, and this is what I feed to my shrimp and Daphnia. Two types of shrimp, cherry, red and orange cherry, and Armano shrimp, but also Daphnia. Now I've got some of that's algae mix here, and there's extra spirulina in that jar as well. And then all I do is I get a tiny bit on a spoon like that, and I literally dump it in the top like that. There we go. And then I just get a little tap, and then I just get one of these, which is my tongs, which I feed things to, and I literally just stir it around the top there like that, and it sinks down, it mixes in with the water. Now I'm sure that algae is going to grow in this tank as well, but because there's so many things, shrimp and Daphnia and different things, copepods and things living in this tank, the Daphnia I think is breeding because I'm feeding it. And they're keeping the water really clear and clean. So although the algae should be growing, it's quite cold so in this window, so I presume it's not growing because of that. There's also some snails, these ordinary little snails. Well, there's an ordinary little snail, and then there's a whole load of ramshorn snails. I put 6, but they're only young or baby ramshorn snails in, and these other snails, the eggs were already in here, so I take the smaller snails out and I feed them to one of my fish, and then the ramshorn snails they can grow on, I let them grow. And just thought I'd bring you in and do a little update on what I feed to my Daphnia, to my shrimps. This is my shrimp tank. There's no air stone or anything in here, it's just a whole load of weed. I've just put another bit of banana leaf in as well, because banana leaf has sugars in the leaf. Although it's still rotting down or dying and drying, it still has different enzymes and different sugars and stuff in the leaves, such as good for little micro beasties and for the shrimp and that. There's also some bloodworm at the bottom here, and I bought the bloodworm live. I don't know if you can see them, hang on a minute. There we go. I bought the bloodworm live, and some of them I fed to my animals, to my fish and that. There's one there. And some of them I put in this tank, so that they live on the bottom of the tank, and the shrimp and the Daphnia live in the water column. Shrimp wander about and eat things, and the Daphnia live in the water column. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along, feeding my tiny invertebrates algae, so that they carry on growing up, carry on feeding, and then every now and again I've got this, which is turkey baster, and I can just go like that, take a squirt out and squirt them into a fish tank, and the fish will eat them, baby fish and all that. They're excellent for them. There you go, feeding Daphnia and shrimp algae. Cheers.